How you doing? How you doing? I'm your handsome, slender host with a dashiki on, Chris Williams. This is the Chris Williams Show podcast. I'm your host, Chris Williams. I'm blessed and I'm elated to have you here. So, over Saturday, I watched the Alcorn versus Southern University, um, I guess, Battle for the West Classic, and the score was 44-21. The quarterback, Harold Blood, he struggled. He was sacked 5 times, 2 interceptions. He was 12 out of 23 completions, 57% QBR. Guys, this season our offense has struggled a lot. There's been times where there has been promise, and there's been times where we hurt ourselves a lot with penalties, with just little errors that can be fixed easily. And guys, that's a big problem. And with Coach Dooley is not making adjustments. There's been a few, like with giving the ball to young man Kendrick Grimes, who had 5 touchdowns, about 500 yards this season. But Dooley hasn't really involved August Petrie, Chandler Whitfield. Um, who else? Number 16. He was number 16, now number 9, the running back as well. We have, like, see, with Southern, we have all these weapons. August Petrie, uh, Kendrick Grimes, Gary Corals. We have all these weapons, Chandler Whitfield. But Dooley doesn't utilize them the way they should be utilized. If we actually, if Dooley actually, this is how we can actually utilize each other, right? Um, just say like with Harold, right? For Harold to be successful, Harold has to do uh, screens, short passes, fast things. When it's like slow pace, Harold he just thinks too much, and he just gets discombobulated, and he doesn't make the right decisions. But there has been moments with Harold, from the UAPB game, 18 out of 22 as well, about 300 passing yards during that game. He has shown promise. He can throw a beautiful ball. But there's been moments where Harold has struggled this season. He's about second, third in the Swac in passing yards. I even know that. Harold has struggled a lot. But again, if Harold can actually, if you can actually game manage Harold and just let him just play, Harold Harold will show you the talent that he has. But with Harold, you gotta use him correctly. Dooley doesn't use him correctly. And there's some plays where I'm like scratching my head and I'm just like, okay, what was that? And I know like I'm the last one to bring out my opinions about this. But it's like I'm very concerned with the team. I'm very concerned with the lack of morale. Is there any what you call it? Is there any cohesion with the team? Or is there any identity with the team? Does the team have the identity? And I haven't seen that throughout the game. I haven't seen that throughout uh, the games that they played this season. There's been moments where there's more cohesion, but it wasn't a lot. And the only way, man, the only way that we can turn this thing around is if Dooley makes adjustments. If Harold is struggling, give another quarterback an opportunity. I'm not saying bench Harold outright, but I'm not even blaming on Harold. I'm not. It's basically Dooley's trash play calls. It's Dooley's trash play calls that put Harold in a difficult position, the offense in a difficult position to lose the game. That's what happened. It puts us in a difficult position, and the offense can't find their identity. But if Dooley does not even touch the plays at all and allows some other person like Willie Totten was a quarterback in Mississippi Valley, as you know, during the early '80s with Jerry Rice. Give him, he's a quarterback. Give him the opportunity to um, do some plays, do some gadget plays as well. Give him or the younger guys an opportunity. But see, with Dooley, he's stubborn. He's not going to do that. It's his way or the highway, and that's what really happened last year. I'm going back last year with Bashawn McCray. See, Bashawn McCray was never supposed to be a quarterback. He's Bashawn McCray is really an athlete. He's really like a Taysom Hill, a miniature version of a Taysom Hill. And Bubba should have been quarterback. So it's just those adjustments that you really have to make. But a lot of people are like, "Oh, bench Harold" and stuff like that. But I don't think you should outright bench Harold. I think if he has the right coach behind him, calling the plays, because Harold has the talent. But if he has the right coach calling the plays behind him, he'll shine. He has a beautiful ball as well. But guys, just watching that game, man, like the offense really struggled. Like we couldn't get passes out right. There were fumbles. There were penalties. Like there was no cohesion. Not even on both sides. And that really stuck us in the foot. And each and every game, I'm like, okay, am I going to see the same thing from the offense, or is it going to be something new? But every day, I mean, every game, the offense surprised me because it's like I find out we have a lot of weapons on our team, and there are a lot of players who weren't getting the ball earlier in the season. They automatically have like 200, 200 rushing yards and 8 receptions, and you never knew their name the whole season. That's about making adjustments. That's about not thinking of yourself and actually thinking as as a unit, as a team, because there's no I in team. There's a team and there's a coach. That's what all makes it work together. So my predictions for PV, if we can make the adjustments on offense and Dooley's not calling the plays and somebody else is calling the plays and decent at calling the plays, we have an opportunity. Because mind you, we do have August Petrie, Chandler Whitfield, who is shifty as everything and can really cover a lot of ground on the field. We have Gary Crowles, and then we have the young buck, Kendrick Ribes, who's the future of Southern University. Running backs. Kendrick Ribes. So we have all these weapons. Even the weapons on defense. Congratulations to Chris Davis and the two cornerbacks and Jordan Carter as well. on the Aeneas Williams award for the best HBCU corner. Congrats, guys. Um, but back to what I'm saying, guys, we have all these weapons. So if we can utilize all these weapons on offense and defense, we have an opportunity to beat PV. It's not hard. PV is 3-5, but we cannot. But Southern. We always think that we're going. It's like with Texas Southern. We thought we were going to beat this team. We underestimated this team because Andrew Body, the Texas Southern star quarterback, was out. But 3-5 doesn't mean a thing. It's anybody's game, and Prairie View A&M is still in the hunt to be in the Swac championship. This is basically like a playoff, an HBCU Swac playoff. It can either be Alcorn, or it can either be Grambling, or it can either be Southern or PV. So they have a lot of playoff implications as well. And if Southern can make the adjustments for Grambling and PV, and Harold does well, and he holds the ball, but not for a long time, and he actually gets it out quicker. Oh yeah, we have an opportunity. Because mind you, man, like when we played FAMU, we actually almost beat them. We our offense wasn't there, but our defense kept us in the game. We almost beat FAMU. They really scored like 2 touchdowns, close to like 5 minutes in the fourth quarter. But man, my prediction for the game, I say this is more of like a defensive game. So I'm gonna say, well, defense and a mix of offense. So I'm gonna say Southern University 24. No, Southern University. Yeah, Southern University 24. Prairie View A&M 17. So it's very a defensive minded game. So at close to the end of the game, both teams should put points on the board. So that is my prediction. My prediction for Grambling is I don't know what Grambling, because Grambling has a high powered offense. They have Miles Crawley, and they have the young man who's like one of the top linebackers uh, in HBCUs. I think he's a Buck Buchanan recipient as well. So they have a lot of offensive weapons on Grambling. So they really have a. So I don't know. So for Grambling, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say 17-14 Southern, because that might be a very defensive game, not really offensive. 17-14. But yeah, man. But also, Dooley, you call yourself a offensive guru. That's fine and all, but in my opinion, you're not. I mean, you had great quarterbacks, great offenses, but it doesn't make you a offensive guru. I just feel like as though you're being kind of delusional. But I may be wrong. But you haven't proven to me that you're the guy. You haven't. But I'm still a Jaguars fan through and through. Um, Hopefully, we can pull it out, man. And I want to see. I don't care. Let's erase this game out of our heads, guys. We're 5-4. We're still in the running to be in the SWAC championship. Right. Let's take care of PV and pray that Alcorn loses to Texas Southern. All right. So we can get in. So we can go to FAMU and take trips to Tallahassee and take over the stadium. So, guys, thank y'all for tuning into the pod today. God bless y'all, and see y'all later. Peace. God bless.